guys, welcome back to another destination, Sweet Eats. Now, the last time you saw us, we were hitting up all the big things in the Toyosu area. From big sights, big fish, big figures, big promises, and big experiences. This is a day we learned what far really felt like.
These are some big ass stairs. Here we go.
Rather than what we thought far meant in our heads.
You know what's the problem with being short? You can't walk as fast as the guy with long legs.
Even though we were trying to see as much as we could in a short amount of time, we realized that we needed to chill a bit and slow things down. This was our vacation after all, and there's nothing wrong with taking it easy. So sit back and join us on this slightly chillier day on our journey through Japan. So let's go.
Hey guys, so we're here on this rainy morning and we're here at the Harry Potter Cafe. It's super early still yet because we wanted to beat all the rush hour or whatever was going on the weekend, but I thought we just kind of walk around, just take it all in. It looks really cool here, especially in the rain. I'm kind of enjoying this rain, so let's go walk around and take a look.
This area is known as the Harry Potter Plaza, which celebrates the Asian stage production of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the Akasaka ACT Theater. This is the Harry Potter Mahadoroku shop where you can get your Harry Potter merch, but you can't just go in. You need a reservation to get into this store, as well as the cafe, which we didn't have, so we just came to admire the surroundings and just check things out.
And around this way, you can come up through this stairway over here from the train station.
The plaza includes the staircase connecting the Akasaka Biz Tower to the ACT Theater, which was inspired by the moving staircases at Hogwarts. This area is called the Wizarding World Gate for the duration of the show, which will run through September 2023. This passageway is decorated with 42 portraits of famous witches and wizards from the series, along with this amazing sculpture of the Time Turner from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Look guys, there's actually sand in the hourglass. I wonder if it moves at all. Now, I'm not gonna try, but this is a really cool statue. We found Hedwig. Now where's Dobby? Oh, there he is. Here's Dobby. The little house elf. Hiding over here in the corner. Oh yeah, there's his grumpy cat right there. The rat found him.
This exhibit is supposedly temporary as they ramp up for the Warner Brothers studio tour opening this summer at the former Toshimaen amusement park. It was still very early, and without a destination in mind, we thought we'd check out Hecklin, a coffee shop in the Toranomon area, which was about a 30-minute walk from the Harry Potter Cafe. And we were so early, we were first in line. This 80-year-old pudding master, known for his jumbo puddings and strong coffee, was made famous from social media during the pandemic, and tourists now line up for hours just to see him in action. He's a very spry old man whom you can tell is proud and an expert at what he does, but all the attention from social media has turned this little quiet cafe into a bit of a circus. I don't know if it was the weather, but the cafe felt straight out of a Miyazaki movie. The warm glow from within the cafe seemed like a place where you could get some respite from the chilly weather outside. The cafe is small and quiet, which can be a little awkward, and he has some regulars that are very protective of him. And I will admit, this was one of the best egg salad sandwiches I ever had. If you're not in the first seating, be prepared to wait. He doesn't need the business, but it's definitely worth the visit if you're in the area. The warmth from Hecklin was quickly forgotten as we made our way back into the chilly weather towards Mitsukoshi.
Well, today is a rainy and blustery day. We're heading underneath the street over to our next destination. Having fun today? And cold.
There was already a queue outside and the store hadn't even opened yet. It was tricky to get to the 9th floor so we could buy our tickets, as there were a lot of people. After that, you are let down an escalator to the 8th floor to the entrance of the museum. The aquarium is headed by art aquarium producer Hidetomo Kimura, who sees goldfish as a living piece of art and wanted to create a space where people can admire and appreciate these beautiful fish. You'll find both rare and common goldfish on display across the museum's 9 exhibit spaces. We happened to catch this exhibit during the brand new Extreme Sakura Special exhibition, which featured art installations with live goldfish, but all with a Sakura theme. The great part about this permanent exhibition in the Mitsukoshi department store is that it will change seasonally, so no matter what time of year you go, you'll have a different experience. the simple goldfish is often overlooked, it makes you appreciate how beautiful these fish actually are, with their tails waving in the water, surrounded by these beautiful tanks and pristine waters. It's hard not to get mesmerized. One of the jewels in this exhibit is the large lantern-shaped aquarium in the center. It seems like this exhibit has a lantern theme throughout. This exhibit will take you about 30 minutes to go through if you're just taking your time and relaxing and enjoying the ambiance around you. I mean, how can you not? Look how gorgeous this is. There are so many great picture-taking spots and moments. Take your time and enjoy this exhibit. I highly recommend you coming to visit this spot if you're in the GINZA area. And after the exhibit, we did our favorite thing. We went to look at all the pretty food.
Oh my god. Look how beautiful those are. That grape? Oh my god. Cherry blossom. Oh my god. Our little macaron is so cute.
In Mitsukoshi, they have a lottery restaurant there where they serve high tea and French toast. We wanted to sit there, but it was quite a bit of a wait, and we gave up our seat to this cute mom and her daughter. So we decided just to look at the little desserts and move on.
Oh, look, they put jam and whipped cream. Look at that. That looks so good.
It seems like every department store in Japan has some kind of bottom floor where they have lots of food, or like a food floor, but Mitsukoshi's food floor is like times 10 on crack. There were so many different types of bentos, desserts, Chinese food, salad, and the interesting part is that they're all so beautifully presented.
It looks so perfect and beautiful.
Like back home, you would see these foods out and they were just like sample foods and you would get the one in the back, but here, everything is for sale. They just take it right out of the case and they give it to you, and it just all looks so pretty. I couldn't decide on one thing to get because there were just so many different things. It was like visual overstimulation, and I just couldn't decide on getting any one thing. After that, we headed out of Mitsukoshi and back into the chilly weather. And to our surprise, we saw something very interesting. We had no idea this was happening on this day, so we just lucked out.
We're in Ginza and they closed the streets, I guess, today. So everybody can walk along this street. Look. Amazing. I love it.
This central street in Ginza, which is lined with luxury department stores, is called Chuodori, which just means central street. And on the weekends, it gets closed off to become a large pedestrian zone. And would it be a video of mine if I didn't find some pretty flowers? Roses.
So I came across this store here. All these boxes are lifts that take you up to the store that you want to go to, and each lift has like their merchandise inside, like watches, watch. Oh my god, I think they're all watches. Yeah, it's a watch store. Check, look, it's going up to the store. It takes you right up to where it's supposed to go. Crazy. That is so cool. So each brand has their own lift. See that? That's so cute. And then on the wall, it's totally decked out with these beautiful flowers. I mean, they're not real, but it's still beautiful. Look at that. Wow. GINZA, of course.
We veered off the main Chuo Dori Street and found ourselves on Azuma Dori Street. This took us to GINZA 6, which is another large shopping mall. And we headed up to the top floor to their food court, and to my surprise, they had a Tsutaya Books. Now, what makes this Tsutaya Books special is that it has an art exhibit in the central area of the store. As you can see, it has floating bookshelves lining the top of the art exhibit. There were a lot of beautiful things and books to see within the store, but of course we can't read any of it, so we zeroed in on the one thing that we thought the kids might like. Although I'm kind of regretting we didn't pick it up for them.
This is so cool, being able to walk down the street like this. Even though my feet are killing me. This is amazing.
And by now we were both starving, but this guy could not make up his mind of where he wanted to eat. We passed by this place twice and we figured it must be meant to be, so we swung back around for some udon and soba. And we were so glad we did because this was perfect food for this nice chilly weather.
Smells so good. Oh, here comes yours, babe.
I ordered the udon set, which came with pork tonkatsu or yakudonburi. He got the other udon set, which came with tempura.
Wow, look at yours. What kind of tempura do you have? Shrimp, some eggplant. I got
Oyakudonburi usually consists of chicken and eggs, but this one came with pork tonkatsu instead. Oyakudon is basically a meat and rice dish covered with a sweet dashi egg mixture, which incorporates everything in the bowl together.
good, huh?
And guess who wanted to eat my dish instead of his own?
Might have to steal one of your shrimps now.
Normally, I'm not a huge fan of oyakudonburi, but in Japan, they don't make things as sweet, so it tasted absolutely amazing.
That is so good. And I'm gonna try some of this pork. Very good. So glad we stopped into this place. I'm gonna try a little bit of this udon. We're supposed to taste the soup first, right? Try the soup. Ooh, that's good. It's so light. It's not super salty, but it has a lot of flavor. Taste the bonito and the fish. That's so good.
And normally, I'm not a noodle and soup person, but maybe it was the weather, maybe it was because we're in Japan. For some reason, I just wanted to eat it.
Perfectly chewy.
In Japan, there are a lot of good restaurants that you will not find on Google Maps. The best thing to do is to explore and find those hidden gems.
We're gonna finish this and head on over to the next spot.
I will leave this place linked below, but if you look up Subakia Coffee, it's right next door.
We're at the Henna Hotel. And what's so special about this hotel, you ask?
Now, I've seen this place on social media and I've heard much about it, but I've never thought I'd actually be here. And conveniently, this hotel is like right around the corner from the hotel we were staying at. I don't know why Chris didn't book this one for the experience, but it was really cool just to see these animatronic dinosaurs in action. Hey guys, so sorry for the really bad angle and the bad lighting. We made it back to the room. And we just had a quick little dinner because we were really tired. We did a little walking in this past few days. Today was kind of a half-wasted day. I say half-wasted because we had to go all the way back to Narita Airport to pick up our little Wi-Fi device thing so we can have data while we're here. And that took about 2.5, 3 hours out of our day. But that's okay. It gave our feet time to rest, and we just walked around a little bit. We went to GINZA as well today, which was really fun. When we were at GINZA, we went to Mitsukoshi, which is a very nice department store. If you ever go to Japan, you have to visit that department store. And we made our way down to the bottom floor where it's their food. I guess every department store has their like bottom floor food area, but it was so beautiful. They had anything you could ever want, but it was all fancy kind. There was nothing like no takeout Chinese food. And they also had a grocery section, and this is where I saw their strawberries. And I know you can buy these strawberries pretty much at any grocery store, but we hadn't been to one yet, so I didn't buy anything else from there, so I decided to pick up these strawberries here. They were so beautiful. Just the coloring of it all, it's just, you have to see it in person. They're so vibrant, so soft, and I carried them all the way back to the hotel because I wanted to wash them so I can eat them. And
We also stopped off at this other shopping mall on the way back to the hotel. That was called Sunshine Mall. It was a really, not a fancy mall at all. On the bottom, they also had a grocery store. And they were selling mikan. And mikan, if you don't know, is an orange. It's a special orange that's grown only in the south of Japan, apparently. And I thought they were the same. So earlier in our trip, I bought oranges thinking they were mikan, but they are not. So if you look at the two, they're slightly different. This one, the skin is much thinner and it peels up, kind of flakes off in chips, where this one just comes off like, kind of like a mandarin, a nice, really ripe mandarin orange would be. And when you look at the two all peeled, they look similar, but they are very different. This one has tons more seeds. This one has very little seeds. And I wanted to give them a try to see what the difference was between the two. I've been eating this for the past couple days, and this one's a really juicy orange. It would be a great for juicing, like orange juice, but it's still really sweet and really good. At that grocery store too, they also had these guys, the light pink strawberries, and I couldn't help myself because I've never bought these myself. I don't even think I've ever eaten one of these. And they were actually not that bad. These were $10 for this package. Oh, and this one was also $10 as well. This was the cheaper one. They had a more expensive one, which was like 20 bucks. But I decided to just get this one because, you know, anything's better than the US, right? I just couldn't help myself. I had to pick these up because look how beautiful they are. These light pink strawberries. I had to try them. So first up, try the oranges because I'm just super excited about the strawberries. So this is the mikan. It does still have a little bit of seeds, if you can see in there. Very small though. The other orange had way more seeds and it was harder to eat. Itadakimasu. Oh my god. It's so sweet. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. I've been eating this for the past couple days. It's sweet, but it has a tartness to it. This one is all sweet. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I bought these. Wow. Chris thought I was crazy buying more oranges, but I'm gonna eat all these myself, I think, because he wasn't very supportive of my decision to buy these oranges. Babe, you gotta come try these oranges. You gotta try it. All right, here he is. Try this orange and tell me how different it tastes from the other one.
That's weird. Not as sour.
So good, right? And now here, we'll try the other orange.
And guess who didn't eat any of the older oranges and ate only the mikan after this video?
You need some vitamin C. See, this is the other orange.
Super so sour.
The mikan, so good. Wow. If you are in Japan and you see mikan, go get it. Try it. Do yourself a favor, try it. So good. And now we are going to try the strawberries. So I washed these two. These are the, I don't even know which ones these are, like where they're from. It smells so good.
It is so shiny.
That's what a ripe strawberry is supposed to look like.
Really?
Yeah. Itadakimasu.
Oh wow, that's sweet.
That is so tender.
Wow.
So sweet.
It's not sour at all. You know, strawberry's supposed to have a little bit of like sour.
Yeah. That one is so good. Wow. And I know in Japan, strawberries are more expensive. Well, not as expensive as back home. But, you know, when you think about back home, a package like this would cost you 20 plus bucks. And this costs $10. It's worth it just to try it, right? Okay, so this is the light pink strawberry.
Yeah, this is weird.
I've never
Why is it white?
tried this before, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. Look at that. Itadakimasu.
That's different.
Wow, okay.
It's not as sweet.
It's not as sweet, yeah.
It doesn't even taste like strawberry.
It's not as sweet and it's a little bit firmer. The other one's a lot more softer. That's interesting.
Wow.
It's so different. I don't know if I would pay like...
I think I like the red one.
Yeah, the red one tastes a lot better. It's a lot sweeter, smoother. I don't know if I would pay more than this, $10 for this, because unless maybe that was just not a super ripe one. I don't know if these are I think these are different variety, so they don't turn red, they just stay light pink like this. But definitely the red ones, super good. Yeah, that was my tasting of the fruits we're having right now in Japan. One of the main things I wanted to try when I came to Japan was the fruits, because I love their fruits. It's just so different from back home, and the quality of it is just so good. And then we also found, we were also shopping around in the fruit section, the fancy fruit section, and they had papaya there. And it was, how much was it? Like 16 bucks for
No, what? Oh, the big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
It was like 16 bucks for one papaya.
You get that one.
And yeah, we were like, nah, we want to eat papaya, but not that one. So we found one at the grocery store, but it was $5. So I mean, it was still up there, but if you think about it, that's about how much you would pay if you went to a restaurant and got like a slice of papaya from someplace. So it wasn't too bad, but it's not quite ripe yet. We can't eat it, so we'll come back. We'll circle back around to that when we try it. But yeah, that was our fruit tasting. We'll see you on the next one. I got it! This is huge. Wow, you didn't pull it back. Don't eat me. Isn't that gorgeous? 2 hours, I finally got it.